I'm shorter than you.
No, definitely not. That's for sure.
I meant wrong way
Hard to put the mark next to every single one that I it's like I can try to the entire hard. There's that. Okay, it's okay, what I'm saying here is don't limit
All right, guys. Determination from the program. Any questions on the rules? Nice and simple. Common sense. Here we go, Miss Sarah.
Okay. So then the next part of this here workbook, on the page number 1, the very first page. And this one we can kind of go by tables, if you can just maybe partner up with the person sitting next to you.
There's another one over
I
here.
got you. We got like a
Oh, no, I have one.
We found one. Thank you. It was
hiding.
moved. It was moved.
A lot of papers there.
It was hiding.
Okay. If you can just maybe partner up with the person sitting next to you, we've got a lot of people in the room. And take a second. A couple of days ago, one of our interns, Christine, was telling us that she was a gymnast when she was both the professional level gymnast. I remember that about her, right? Even though it had nothing to do specifically with the job skills that she was doing for.
What if you don't have favorites?
It's my favorite one.
If you can maybe turn to the person sitting next to you and exchange a little bit of information.
One of the reasons, like Miss Sarah was saying, that we're doing this activity, this is kind of for you to know yourself, you know, a little bit. Sometimes we don't think of what we like, you know, where we, you know, so this can help you out with
What
that.
did you two learn about each other? What other thing that you can know?
All right, guys, we got about 30
So nobody's in?
Nobody.
I'm November.
No bingos yet?
I want to twist it.
This is going to be an easy one. Find somebody who is shorter than you.
Hey, stand up.
Height-wise.
Easy.
Any left-handed? Oh, nice. Can you mark your both of this? I'm gonna really give this one away to you guys. So we should have at least one window. Find someone who is wearing a blue shirt. Everybody should have a check mark with that one. This might be it for someone. Find someone who plays a musical instrument. This is a good one. Find someone who was born in another country. So, did you find the person that was born in another country? Yes. Okay. And how many videos? 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, sorry. Everybody.
What you want? Hang it, sweet.
They taste like Fruit Loops?
You done hyped up the Fruit Loops. They give the Fruit Loops. I don't read upside down. No, I'm just playing. They check anyway. Thank you. You're welcome.
Good job, guys. Good job.
Even though y'all cheated.
All right. So what we're gonna do is jump into the book more about each other and yourselves. When you are looking for a job, you definitely, especially speaking as a recruiter, you have to know who you are and what you're about. Not only that, what you want. I definitely advise you on using these summer jobs that you're currently doing. Number one, congratulations on making that first step. That's where it starts, with that first step. Number two, you are on your way to being independent and responsible by having employment. So with that being said, you have to know who you are and what you want. Where do you want to go? Where do you see yourselves in the next 3 to 5 years? What kind of career you want to get into? That's what we are here for. So this next group activity is gonna basically let you put pen to paper and say, okay, this is what I want, this is what I'm about, and this is what I would like to achieve. Okay? So please turn to, I haven't seen the book. Page 1, yeah. Please turn to page 1 in your books. Now, like I said before, your table is your group. So you guys are going to be working with each other what you guys write down. Okay?
But if you would like to volunteer to share with the class, that would be great too.
Get us that. Okay? We're gonna have you hyped by the time you go into the conference room. Just off the sugar. So I definitely want you to share with your group members, see if you guys have anything in common. Don't be scared to meet somebody new, because you never know how that person can assist you on your journey. Anytime I teach my workshops, I always tell my students, swap notes. So the reason why I'm saying that is because one hand helps the other. And if you guys have something in common, you guys can share ideas. You might have a job and say, hey, you know what? This might be a good fit for you. Everybody can be a resource for you. So what I want you to do in your groups is basically answer each question. What I like most about, okay?
Can I look up the quote? Because I don't know where from where.
Yeah, you can look up the quote.
All right.
You're keeping these books, permanent employment. This is a great resource for you. Okay? So talk amongst each other. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes to talk amongst each other and fill out each box. Okay? I promise you, I'm going somewhere with this. Trust me. Go ahead. Start talking. Yeah, just go ahead and pass it back to the next table. I'm interested in finding out the favorite quotes. I'll share. Two more minutes.
And Word. And if you have any accreditations, they are nationally certified customer service professional with more than 2 years of retail experience. And I will bring leadership, loyalty, and revenue to this organization. Some of the examples that we provided, some of the examples that you can share with closing deals. We just want to make sure that you leave that last impression so that when they know who you spoke, that they spoke to you, and they know that the skills that you bring. Oh, that's all right. Closing the interview. Don't leave the interview without asking at least one question. We talked about asking those questions. And you walk me through, we talked about, can you walk me through a typical day with your company? How will I be trained? Address any outstanding questions. So that there's no questions that weren't answered, you want to address it. Make sure that when you come out confident. That's a great responsibility. So you want to show that you have responsibility and that those skills will be built for. So you always want to have that. Patient, and then you look forward to hearing from them.
I'm sorry to interrupt. We have one helper here who is passing the sign-in sheet out. I think everybody in the back is signed, but everybody here, please make sure you're signing. You're trying to get an accurate head count. We also want to reiterate to you, if you have not signed in at the summit, you won't get paid because we are paying you today for attending the summit. So please make sure you sign that sheet. Just pass it this way. Yes.
New employer expectations. Always talk about your team player work well with others, so you want to make sure you let them know that you're a team player. You want to listen and communicate effectively with others. So you want to let them know customer that's someone who's dependable, who's reliable, who's always on, who's going to be on time. These are some of the expectations that if it's on the field, they may not want you to wear heels, or they want you boots. You want to make sure and what kind of dress code they may have. So you want to make sure you're dressed appropriately. Enthusiasm for working there, for starting that job, for being at that company. You want to be friendly with everyone. You want to take notes. You want to make a positive impression. Return from breaks on time, and something that's being told to you. Okay, the dynamics of the workplace. Know what's being expected of you. In writing. Ensure that it is consistent and appreciation. So if you feel like you've been doing a lot of things, you want to make sure you put it in writing. Say, wow, we didn't know that you were doing all this responsibility. Thank you so much. We appreciate how's the job's doing, how's the duties, and you can say, yes, I've been doing this, I've been following up on my tasks, I more than your supervisor if you lose control or respond disrespectfully. And lastly, if there's any problem, manner. If he or she is unreceptive, find out about the grievance process at your work.
And I could answer any questions you may have. Okay? So good luck with starting your new job, and we'll talk later. All right, thank you, everybody.
Thank you. All right.
I show
I want to make sure everybody
That's what I want.
Okay. My name is Laura. I'm a senior in high school. I'm interested in further medicine, specifically. Hello, my name is Rosie. I'm a responsible and
Good time!
I have great communication skills, and I am interested to work in the library, working
This quest, I've been involved in volunteering and Terry, and I'm a rising senior at Jessup High School. I'm interested in becoming a graphic designer. Volunteered
Switch with somebody else in that same row. Somebody last week. Somebody you haven't practiced
You got the white side. The white side. You're not gonna walk up to your boss.
On my first date, what should I have with me? Those are great questions to ask. Always address any outstanding questions that you have. Make sure you're getting that contact information. So later today, or it's Friday, guys. So throughout the weekend, you have a question for the role. Then we can move forward.
So guys, I want you to stick it out at that job for 6 weeks. That shows that you are dedicated. You can get through these 6 weeks. Sometimes you may be at a job that you don't like, or some duties or tasks that they may tell you, oh, do this. You know, you have to do this. Successfully complete all work assignments timely for your own learning while you're at that work site.
Yeah, so as you're going in on your workplace, those days you wake up and you're like, oh, can I go back to sleep, right? You're gonna go into that workplace ready to do your job. There, a lot of the things you're gonna learn in the workplace are those other duties as assigned. So opportunities. Listen and communicate with everybody. We're gonna give you a great tool, and then if you're taking on new tasks, really check in with yourself and say, do I have the time for this? Right? There are times that I tell my workshop attendees when I teach my workshops, and then the end of the day happens and I'm like, I have 10 minutes left and I was so busy today, I didn't anticipate that. But I have to make sure I follow through because that's something that I promised to friends and your family. So as you go into work, you need to make sure you are putting on that best work version. And then make sure that you are showing your work ethic and exercise. So show up ready to do the work every day and show that you're a hard worker to your supervisor. And then the last one, keep busy. Inform your supervisor when you complete your assigned tasks. This is a piece of advice. When you finish something at the workplace, write it down. Create an Excel sheet, have a journal. So every time you successfully finish a task, you have a record of it so you can talk about it with your supervisor.
You want to be in the lowest rate, how you think you will perform on your first day of work. So just be honest with yourself and answer those questions there. Put a 1 through 5 rating next to those. We'll give you a minute to begin your internship. So if it's something that you listed on that paper,
At the front here, it's got a QR code where you can go online and open an account as well.
thank you. All right. So, okay. So everybody, we should be writing our elevator pitch. We'll give them. We'll give you 2 minutes to create your elevator pitch.
It may not feel like it now, but look back on this day in 10 years and think about, hey, this is really kind of what started my opportunity, my journey into what I do every day, how I contribute to the community, how I take care of my family. There's no limit on what each and every person in this room can do. So please understand that, appreciate that. I'm really excited to have you guys here. Best of luck. Byron said, show up, ask questions. He's 100% right. This is your time to be inquisitive, and it's also the business's time to get a really good look at who's going to be who's going to be their future. So thanks everybody. Enjoy.
So you're gonna form like a soul train line. So 2 in the back, 2 in the front. Y'all facing each other. I'm sure giving an example. Right. We're gonna have the person on the right. You're gonna picture elevator pitch the person in front of you. You get 30 seconds to do it. Then when time is up, we're going to have that person on the left to do their
Microsoft Word and
elevator
Excel.
to that person.
Now I'm looking for a position and to gain new experience in the IT field. And I'm looking for
I didn't know this is not
I was born in the 1900s, so I remember when dinosaurs used to roam. I don't know if you ever heard of the Flintstones.
yes.
Fred Flintstone, he was my uncle. I gave him Vito.
Instagram, Facebook, Tampa Bay Hires, and Twitter. Are these the these are where they can find them, Carla? Or are these are the?
Yep, those are the handles.
Those are the handles. So you can take a picture of that, and then thank next year's campaign from our volunteers. Now I know she didn't want me to mention this real quick, but she is our director for Tampa Bay Summer Hires. She makes this thing work. She works weekends, she works nights. Leandra Foster, give her a round of applause. Leandra, great job as always. And she's got a great team sitting right next to her. So I'm really quite proud of what she's done as the director. This is her first year, and we're only going to make it better. There's about 500, what we hope, 500 youth, between 300 and 500 this year. But we'd like to make it.
And then I took my class test, passed this class test, and then, I went on to take the state test. I failed the state test twice. Third time I went and I passed it. So you can knock it out in your own pace, but you do
start getting interested in real estate?
So I've always been interested in real estate. I never did anything with it. And I'll tell you how I got into real estate. So I worked multiple jobs. I was at that point, I was like, try it out. If it don't work, find something else. There's plenty of jobs out here. It doesn't make sense. It didn't make sense for me at like 22 to be.
Okay. So then I'm going to ask everybody to stand up.
Wait, what were you?
Walk around the room.
Oh, wow, the exact year.
I'm gonna put 1999. If anybody needs somebody that's short, I'm fine to fill out. Wow.
We have a bingo.
you can
Yeah,
write
that's
all over
yours.
the book, this is yours. Yep, and a favorite quote. Now, if you can't think of a quote off the top of your head, one of the ones that I like to do is, because y'all been raised by somebody, right? To make it through this far. So, whoever raised you, what did they tell you all the time? On her refrigerator, she pointed to it, it said, lack of planning on your part does not constitute an emergency on my part. You don't have to write.
It doesn't have that.
Oh. Okay, the whole point of this is just to start you on this journey. Because a lot of what we're going to be doing, this is preparation for when you guys get into the job fair. You're going to be introducing you to some people who you've never met.
My favorite quote, bye Felicia.
So one or two more hires.
So, do you want more businesses you want to meet with? Visit, and then if you don't want that, you take us. But here's the thing, if they have something good, I'm telling you, like custodial, if you like it, you should get a job for the district in return. Once you go to 2 weeks. If you want to do that. But let's say it's, you know, so I would go, I don't know if I would do it, and you guys decide. All right, we'll be here. We'll be here till all the students are done.
That's what I want for my birthday.
Too late.
Here for the summer hires?
Number 9.
Are you presenting today?
Yes, you are.
When it comes to right, and I'll be busy. I'll be busy. Sorry. Right, doing something very busy. I'm getting my lunch.
Well, I treat her tomorrow, then
No HR applicants. What's your last name? Cabrera?
Hillsborough County Public Schools is a third largest employer in the Tampa Bay region.
ELTRH.
But I'm putting them on it in the record. Once I do it. Okay, okay. Okay, got it. Okay, it's your first one.
This, yeah. You probably need like the Adobe, I should change this.
Good job. I'm glad you guys have another immigrant.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, no, that was me, that was me. Okay, so.
HR documents?
And while you're getting them to fill out that thing, I'll check their ID. That works. You got this.
Alrighty.
We know these coordinated. And then they get the right. Excuse me, sir. Watch out. I'm gonna move a box. Thank you. School ID, driver's license.
Okay, okay. See, we should have had y'all put the names out. What you want these to eat?
They have these really new fruity things.
Thank you.
They're gummies.
I don't know, something ain't sitting right in the water.
Good job. Give yourselves a round of applause. Good job.
Y'all literally all got the exact same deal. Something ain't right. Let me see your video. You better have a different video. Why do y'all got the same video? Y'all literally have the exact same video.
I think it's a conspiracy.
It is. Which one? The blow pop? I was just curious about you. Y'all cheat. Are we cheating? I don't know. It just ain't sitting right. Which one?
They got together. That's what it is. They got together. Share with your group.